Chatting with Cherubs.
Welcome to Chatting with Cherubs. I'm Gearoid Farrelly and I'm here with the fantastic
Josh Jones, and I'm here with the wonderful
Morgan Rees. Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
Hi.
Hello.
You've
Good.
had a new haircut.
Yeah, do you like it? What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's quite like blokey, isn't it? It's like
That's what I'm going for.
Quite buzz cutty sort of. Like, he's in the Navy.
That's not the most blokey.
I don't know. Yeah, he's in the Navy.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I'm going for this sort of Tom Hardy, don't want to mess with him sort of look.
That needs to stop. Actually, can I just say that right now? It needs to stop because I remember when I first met Josh, the very first time I met Josh, and we were talking about chatting with Cherubs. Mm-hmm. And he said that he gets loads of messages from people that just want to shag Morgan. And that has now started with me. Yeah. I just think, Morgan, it's time to let yourself go because I just can't do the admin. I gotta take somebody on.
Yeah. I think we just mash up his face.
Yeah, I think we'll acid burn him, and the next time we're recording together, we'll just acid attack him.
I'm gonna pull his piercing out of his nose. Oh, actually, that would really hurt.
Oh, that would be hard.
That would, yeah. But knowing me, I just turn that acid attack into like a face peel. It just opens all my pores, and it turns out that knowing your luck, you'll give me an acid attack and make me look 10 years younger.
Yeah, exactly. You'll repair yourself like a Marvel character.
It does look good though. The hair you do look quite butch.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, cut it ourselves. Didn't go to the hairdressers.
Oh, did
what?
You?
Bought some clippers and
Morgan, I will lend you money if you need me to lend you some money. I'll lend you some money.
Well, it was because I was pretty skint. I need to do something here. And I've got £35. I mean, I can either get a haircut because I just need a bit of me, or I could get some clippers. And now the boyfriend has the same haircut. Well, luckily, we're not one of those couples that look exactly the same. But I was like, well, why don't we both learn how to cut hair? We could save £1,000 each a year.
Has he got rid of his long hair now?
Yeah, he's got rid of his long hair.
Oh.
Which by the way, may I just say, beautiful with curls, beautiful without curls. But I will say he is fucking miserable with curls. So I am over the moon about that.
Why is he miserable with curls?
Because they're so hard.
Give you a headache.
No, it's not that. It's so hard to maintain and to look after. But it's like an hour in the shower in the morning, an hour in the shower at night.
I wouldn't know. I never try and curl my hair because it'll look like I've got one hair.
Yeah.
I tried to curl mine. Yeah.
One of my sisters straightened my hair once and it wasn't good.
Yeah. It looked like a pig's tail if I did mine.
Yeah. It looks like all you Percy.
Yeah.
I look like I have an impotent mohawk. That's what I look like. Morgan, I really don't think you should be cutting each other's hair. That was the worst. That was the thing in lockdown that I felt we've gone too far. Like
cutting each other's hair.
Yeah, it's too much. We're not supposed to see each other from that angle. It's just disgusting.
I have one bit of my back that I can't get with a razor. I don't really have a proper hairy back, but I get one patch of hair on my back and I get him to just come and give it a quick razor. Is that weird?
Yeah.
No. I shave my boyfriend's back all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no, I'm out. No, sorry. No, we're not. This is not acceptable.
Yeah, I go. My boyfriend is, and he will admit, a hairy Indian. So it is a bit like just shearing a sheep. I just got to do his back about once a month.
But we have come from chimps, and they're all like picking each other and stuff. I think it's part of mating, really. You see, like, well, we just pick something off them.
Yeah, they also throw shit, and I think you'd be rightly called out for that.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Morgan.
I told him I was into it, and he catches it with his hands.
But do you think, though, that there should be some mystique in a relationship?
Yeah, I'd never go to the toilet in front of him. I do a sit down wee. I'll have a little wee
Yeah.
in
What
front
about a
of him.
stand-up wee?
Yeah, I do, but I sit down wee anyway.
Dear, you a sit-down weeer? I never
Have
put you
you-
as a sit-down weeer.
Yeah, I am. Just because I'm ready to just relax and sit down. You know, I'm one of those who's like, do 2 things throughout the whole day and then go, oh, I'm rushed off my feet. And then I'll have a sit down wee.
I do find that if I've got to go to the post office, the whole day becomes about going to the post office. You know, like it's the only thing I achieve. And then once I get that done, I feel like, well, I've had a really productive day. And I wouldn't mind, like, I live like 2-minute walk from the post office. But
Isn't there one like underneath your flat?
Yeah, it's quite close. Josh,
I'd say that's less than 2 minutes.
Let's not dox Gearoid, shall we?
What does dox mean?
Where you reveal where people live and all that.
Oh, sorry about that, Gearoid. Well, they're only going to turn up and tell you they want to shag Morgan anyway. It doesn't make any difference.
Just
Is Morgan staying?
Yeah.
Well, let us know when Morgan is here. We really like Morgan.
Oh,
Get it.
stop it, you two.
I've not said it. I'm sick of it. I've had years of it.
What do you say to it, Josh?
I said he's dead. He died this morning.
Yeah. It's just a hologram.
I watched Drag Race recently, and I quite like it. I've watched it like loads of series before, but there's one thing that always happens that I hate in it when they're like, "Oh my god, look at that old bitch," and she's like 32, and you're like, and all the other queens are like 21, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so old," but she's like 32. To be fair, you're
What age are you?
I'm 32.
Yeah, you see? Now that's why you feel it. Because
Yeah,
now
that's
people
why
are
you're
calling you
triggered.
old.
Yeah, I'm 32. The age Bridget Jones was in Bridget Jones. So
I yesterday felt absolutely ancient because I had a day off and I did nothing, but I stayed at home with my sick cat and I made a barmbrack.
what's that?
It's like a fruitcake thing.
But I don't think that's sad. I like just staying in and cooking. Me and you are quite similar in that way. I'm an old lady.
Yeah, you're content to be an old lady, but I'm the old lady that is only like doing all the dull things because she broke her hip trying to get over the wall of a festival. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, is it your like you for someone with a partner, you do have widow energy.
Yeah. He really does, actually.
Speaking of which, I'm not sure I can say this in the podcast, but we just definitely can use this as the clip. I am my mother-in-law's dog died yesterday,
Oh,
right? Which she was obviously really sad, and I sent her a text. I was like, oh, I'll send her a text just to say, you know. So I said, oh, hey, sorry, Jack died. You gave him a great life. Love, Gearoid. But Jack is the name for a dog. But for some reason, instead of saying, I said the name of my boyfriend.
They're not even, those names are not even names.
Oh, you said that to your mother-in-law?
I said it to my mother-in-law. And
So you said it to your boyfriend's mum? So,
yeah, so I basically said, sorry your son died. You gave him a great life.
Yeah, they're not even spelt the same. I've
No.
just been counting. His name's got well more syllables.
Yeah, completely different.
Oh, that is more.
And about 40 minutes later, I was like, that's really weird. She hasn't replied.
Yeah.
Whereas she was probably going, oh, this is the worst day ever.
First my dog, now my son.
So I just went in and edited the WhatsApp then. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't up as 2 blue ticks. So I don't know if she saw it.
Editing is so bitchy though, because she might have thought, oh, she read that, she started grieving, she's looked at the message again, you've edited it to the dog's name, and now not only is the dog died, but you're fucking with her head.
Yeah.
I feel
terrible human being.
I don't know who I feel more sorry for, you or her. Actually, definitely her. Actually, who am I talking about?
You're my friend, Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, like I would have
Good.
carried on digging that hole, buried me under it, bury me with the dog if I did that.
Chatting with Cherubs.
How's Boots?
Boots is okay. She's just still snuffly and she's getting worse. Like she's just getting like really bad cold. So
Yeah, she was sneezing when I was there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. She was sneezing. It's like there's nothing worse than a sick cat because they're so sad and they make such sad noises. Yeah.
I don't think I could tell the difference between a normal cat and a sad cat.
Oh, you could. I think since I've got cats, I'm like, I used to be like 100% I'm a dog person, and now I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm really loving these cats. And also, I kind of thought that cats weren't needy at all. They're so needy. Luna always comes and sits next to me when I'm on the toilet. She's just there all the time.
So you'll go in front of Luna, but not your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but she loves
she
the
can't
smell.
speak. She can't tell anyone.
Just lean into the cat and go, no one will believe you.
Yeah, I've not pooed in 17 years.
Actually, yesterday there was a bee got into my apartment and she was really excited about the bee. And I put like a little flower pot over the bee and then just put like a bit of paper under it and then took it out and threw it off the balcony. And she lost her shit. She just turned around and she slapped me right in the face. But then then I realized what was going on. Like, she probably didn't think that bees could fly. She probably just thought, like, I just grabbed her mate and threw it off the balcony. Like, that's the sort of thing that happens in Beirut. Like,
like Michael Jackson with Blanket.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. She just killed my mate. Is it not bad enough I have a cold?
I read your the article about you in The Independent about you and your cat Boots.
I know, yeah. I don't know how I feel about that stuff. I just feel like I'm getting this real image of being like a proper crazy cat person.
Yeah, doing a home shoot for an interview for a newspaper. It's a bit Amanda Holden, isn't it? It's a bit like...
Yeah. I'd say the one thing that really you look adorable. You and Boots look so adorable in these photos. But reading this article, I did think it was like a vehicle to plug something. But the whole article was about the cat.
Yeah. But that's the awful thing. It's really weird, right? Because I talk about my cat, so I don't talk about my boyfriend, because we have this like agreement that like I won't say who he is, or I just won't talk about him because he's not.
You do talk about him on stage, but you just don't say his name.
Yeah, exactly. So he's unidentifiable. But
yeah,
so I just talk about my cat. But for some reason, like people have really latched onto that, and now like I just get sent cat food and cat toys, and like and they get like I even got this thing. Where is it?
When I was at your house, someone had made like knitted him a hat and stuff and mittens. Yeah.
Boots has got a hat. That sounds a bit ironic, but
3 hats. Somebody knit them and sent them. I'm just like, this is nobody sends me anything.
See, it's so annoying because I've spoke about Kelly Clarkson publicly for ages and no one sent me tickets yet.
No.
I'm annoyed.
I know. Do you know what you have been sent though, Josh?
What?
I chucked it in the group chat.
Oh God, that message about me bots.
Yeah. So it turns out you're not the only person getting messages. I'm getting messages.
Mine's
they're
like,
about fixing your balls rather than sucking them.
Mine's like medical. Was like a medical message. Do you want to read it out, or shall I?
I love that the idea of your balls has repulsed somebody so much they felt the need to send like 2 paragraphs recommending surgery.
Yeah.
Baggy Balls Jones needs to get fixed.
Baggy Balls Jones.
Sound like a sailor. Baggy Balls Jones.
It's Dog
Sunk
Balls.
to the bottom of the Pacific.
Dr. Dog Balls is the name.
Oh yeah, there's Dr. Bog Balls. You've got so many. So this comes from we'll keep it anonymous. But this really does sort of show that I do read my message requests. So hi, love chatting with Cherubs. Thank you. Just wanted to let you know after today's episode that Josh can have his balls sorted out. Surgeons can remove excess ball skin. It happens sometimes when guys are circumcised and they end up with a turkey neck. So they remove some of the skin so that balls hang better and so that the shaft skin is more tube-like. Let me know if you want a recommendation for a surgeon for Josh.
Thank you so much for the offer. I am going to say, I think they're not like normally big. I don't think it's like get a surgeon involved yet, sort of big. Because I've not like, I don't know if it's anyone's business. I've not been circumcised. I'm coming at it full Kenny from South Park. I've got the hood and everything.
Exclusive. Tell the press, read all about it.
He's polo neck, not a polo shirt.
Yeah. So yeah, just if anyone's interested, I do have, all of me, and I do have quite dangly balls, but I think they look good. I quite like them. I'm not really looking at surgery. Maybe if I'm older and they'll dangle more, then just get them pinned up. But at the moment, I'm all right with them. And
I haven't seen your balls, Josh, but what the image I have in my head is, Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
The bag he has.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm off to London.
I think I quite like them. They're not like, listen, people like them.
No complaints.
Yeah.
No complaints.
My big balls are a big selling factor, eh? Yeah.
That's the merch you're gonna get, Josh, for the next tour, or maybe that's the gifts people will give you.
Yeah, but it's so annoying now. Everyone's like messaging you, be like, "Come sit on my face," and I'm like, "I've got this surgeon to sort your balls out."
Well, you couldn't sit on somebody's face, Josh. That would just be dangerous.
They'd be like, I'm blind. No, it's me balls.
Yeah, my lord, it's less teabagging, more sandbagging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it really hot in Manchester?
I'm so warm. That's why I had to change my shirt before we recorded, because this has got a bit more. This is like an holiday shirt, so it's got a bit more give. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, shaking your tits for the if you want to see that in person, watch the YouTube or the Spotify.
Yeah, there we go. It's Josh giving it loads.
But yeah, it's well warm, and I've been struggling because he radiates heat as well. And in the winter, it was lovely, but in the summer, it's quite hard. So I have to say, get off me quite a lot. Well, we've been in bed. Come on, get off me.
And what about London?
Yeah, it's hot here. It's gorgeous. I do think London's the best city in the world when it's hot. And I think it's really fun.
London, everyone says that if you're going to move to London, don't move in the winter, move in the summer, because the winter is very grim, but the summer is just so beautiful, and it is.
I think it's such a fun city when it's, and I'm not going out because I'm trying to save myself for Barcelona in 2 weeks' time. But all I want to do is go outside for a drink. It's a pub, not just the curb.
I was in London this week and we couldn't really drink because I was gigging loads, but we stood outside for a bit.
Yeah, Josh is one of those bloody professionals. He doesn't have a drink before a gig.
Well, to be fair, that night I was doing 5 gigs that night. That's quite a lot. So, and I can't drink really before a gig because once I went on stage, I had 1 glass of wine, I forgot all my jokes and called someone a cunt. So now I try and rein it in a bit. I'll have a drink after.
He doesn't mind calling people cunts after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't drink before a gig either.
I just forget all my jokes.
Yeah, I forget everything, and I also get too confident.
I just start winging it. I end up like, I remember once when I had a few drinks on stage, and I was like, when I got on stage, I was like, God, I've unbuttoned like 2 shirts. Well, I've unbuttoned 2 buttons of my shirt whilst I was on stage because I was like getting hot. I was like, if I was doing another half an hour on stage, I would have been naked. I was just like slowly getting really comfortable, taking my clothes off.
Yeah, I get really confident and like, maybe I'll try some spoken word.
Yeah,
I'll go off piste.
Yeah, see if I can come up with a rhyme.
But I did have 1 pint when I met Morgan, but it was really early in the afternoon, and then I had enough time to go and have a nap before the gig, so I did have 1 pint, but it was nice. I do kind of like London in the summer, prefer Manchester. I don't know. I feel bad. I'm not the biggest London fan, am I really?
No, you hate London.
Yeah.
I always have to. I always have to prepare myself to bring it up because whenever I say London, I can see you get triggered. Like I've brought up an evil ex that we're all. I tell you what, London is. London is an ex of yours that me and Gearoid are still friends with.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
I just don't. But
We've got to dance around it every time we bring them up.
If Josh is in bad form, don't mention London. He's not having a good day.
But if anybody lives in London, I am doing the Leicester Square on my tour, so I've got a lot of tickets to sell. I don't know if I should, I don't know if slagging it off will stop people coming to watch me on tour there, because,
no, they get it.
You're just funny.
I just kind of don't like. Do you know what? I don't mind visiting. I actually don't mind visiting. I quite like visiting in the summer. I hated living in London. I just wasn't for me. I just didn't understand why I was paying over £1,000 a month and living in quite a dicey area.
Yeah, it was.
So it was a dicey area, and I just felt every day I was like, I'm scared for my life. I'm too vulnerable for London.
Yeah, look, I think even people that live in London understand that.
Yeah,
we all get it.
Yeah, everyone gets it, Josh. You're just a little vulnerable princess.
I am. And now I'm in back in Manchester. Do you know what I mean? Like for cheap, you're living in a house and I've got a tree in that and grass. Mental.
Okay, now stop it, because you need to be relatable to the people that are going to see it. And I'm just with my hot doctor boyfriend. Everything's just so great, really. I don't need to sell tickets.
I've got my hot boyfriend in a tree.
Fuck London. Fuck Leicester Square. I don't need any of you.
I do buy tickets for Leicester Square. I do. Come, please come. I won't slag off your home city. I won't.
Yeah. What did you like about London? There's got to be a glimmer, a silver lining.
Honestly, in the summer, it's actually really good. I don't think it's the best city in the world in the summer, like you said. I prefer Bristol in the summer, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Bristol's cool.
But I do think it's one of the better cities in the summer, and I think the beer gardens are pretty cool, so that's quite fun. But I just didn't really enjoy the winter there.
I love how serious you've got when you're trying to walk this back, Josh. You're like a comedian who's been cancelled that's doing like a Newsnight interview and going, I said what I said, and I do stand by it, but I understand.
Yeah, I understand how I might have hurt the London community.
My big dog balls are sweating.
I may have offended some people, and I do apologise. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
I do feel like I've done something really badly.
No, everyone in London knows the situation in London is awful. No one here is going, I just love giving away 60% of my earnings to my landlord.
Yeah.
No one's like that. Other than I tell you who you might have pissed off, landlords in London.
They should stop being absolute twats and be a bit more human and put the prices down. Insane.
Yeah. Amen.
Insanity. But right, yeah, I'll stop talking about it because I was going to backpedal even more. I was trying to think of positives. I like the shops. I like the shops.
I love Zara.
I love the shops. I like walking about the shops and a bit of a red bus. So you're like, that's exciting. And I did kind of think when I was living there, I did kind of feel like I was Bridget Jones, like living the dream. But then it just got really dark and was like a really dark Bridget Jones film because Bridget Jones had a lovely flat.
Yeah.
Chatting with Cherubs.
Can I get your advice on something, guys?
Of course. That's what we're here for, Morgan.
Yeah.
I am going to a wedding on Saturday. Cannot wait. It's two close friends from school, and it's going to be all my close friends from school there at the wedding as well. And we're all scattered all over the world, but we're coming back for this wedding. I cannot wait.
That's my worst.
However... we'll circle back to that. However, I've lost the invite and I don't know whether I'm invited to the whole day or just the reception.
Just ask him. I don't think... Are you embarrassed to ask?
I'm too embarrassed to ask. I won't be offended, but I'm worried that they will feel weird and I don't want them to feel weird 3 days before their wedding.
Going off our reactions, I think me and Gearoid are going to have the complete opposite take on this. I don't think it's embarrassing to just be like, hey, which one am I?
Yeah,
No.
it feels
No
because
worries.
what you're
If
asking
you-
there is, hey, are we friends or really good friends?
I'm going to make this worse, and I'm going to say, if you go and ask them, they're going to, and you're only invited to the afters, that's you asking to go to the full thing.
Yes.
that's
Just say you've lost the invite and you need the address again.
But again, that doesn't...
What time does it start at?
Ooh, I don't mind. What time does it start?
Just say, I've lost the address. Do you know what time it starts at?
Oh, Josh, that's brilliant.
So,
That
yeah.
is great. Because
And
then that's on them to go, oh, your one starts at 5.
yeah. So
But it
It's very smart.
that's
the
what
one
I would do.
I hope I'm not just the reception. I'm totally fine with that. Wedding politics and numbers and all that. I mean, I'll happily miss a ceremony.
I would want to be just the reception. I'd only want to be at the reception at your weddings. I don't want to have to be at the fucking boring bit.
No, you're going to be the celebrant.
Which one's that bit?
It's the one that's like asking the questions.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The MC. The host.
Hosting. You're going to be hosting. Any couples in?
What's your
Anybody
name? What do you do?
drinking?
I do her.
Yeah. But I was thinking, because you said celebrate, I got confused with people not shagging. Celebrant? What are they called?
Oh, yeah. The celebrant is the
Celebrant.
yeah.
Celebrant.
But in some religions, the celebrant is also celibate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
So the celebrant, yeah. I think if you listen, why do you want to go to the day bit?
Because all of us are staying in a lodge down there.
Yeah.
All of us from school, and it would just be weird if I'm just in the lodge and they're all at the at the wedding, and I just got to wait by myself until I can join in.
You're just saying my dream if I had to go to a wedding. You
Yeah.
will go to the other bit. I get to take all day to get ready and I can just have a bath and relax, maybe do a face mask. You're making it like that's the better option.
That is the better deal.
I want
have
to
a
be with my
rule.
friends. What's your rule?
I might have a wedding rule, okay? If I'm going to a wedding with my boyfriend, because at one point we went to, was it 17 weddings in 2 years?
Wow.
Oh, it was a lot. But anyway, so the rule was that I would go to all of his weddings, every single one of them, because they were mostly his, provided after the dinner I'm out.
Oh,
We
wow.
stay in the hotel the wedding's in, and after the dinner I'm done. So go reception, ceremony, and then have the dinner, and then when they do that, where everyone goes off and half an hour while the band's set up, that's the bit where I go upstairs, get into my pajamas, have a bath, Netflix. Lovely time.
Oh, I would do the opposite. I'd be after dinner, bit of partying, then to bed. I'd just skip the morning bit. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I just found it was the small talk after the weddings.
I think
after-
everyone should just start eloping. Stop getting us involved. We don't want to come.
I know, because there's nobody. Anytime you get an invitation to a wedding, whenever somebody gets an invite to a wedding, when they open it, the first thing they think is, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. I hope my cousin's not listening to this because it's
it's
her wedding next month and I'm very excited to go. No,
Well, she hasn't invited me, so I can say what I
No.
want.
No, but I am excited to go to that because my grandparents are in the 90s. So it might be like my last party with me gran and granddad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
So that'd be nice.
Yeah,
that
that
kind of
would be
feels
nice.
weird making fun about it now.
Yeah, sorry.
And I bet your nan and granddad, I bet they'll have the dinner and they'll be out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, no, they've got the
'Cause they're
hotel.
sensible.
They've got a hotel.
Oh, wow.
94, 93, they're going all night long partying.
Yeah.
But they're
That's just that at that age they can't sleep.
yeah. but I'm excited for that because I'll be like, oh, a wedding with them too. But if my gran and granddad aren't going, I don't really want to go.
Fair enough.
So if you want me at your wedding, invite me
But my grandparents. I'm going to a destination wedding next month, and they're all very much in love, and I already tell it's going to work out, and it's wonderful, and I cannot wait to go. It's in Portugal, but I do think that if you have a destination wedding and you later divorce, all the attendees are allowed to invoice you.
Yeah.
100% agree. And also, I don't agree with what you just said. I don't agree that people that have destination weddings are in love. I think if you have a destination wedding, I think it is compensation for the fact that it's not great, but at least we're getting a holiday out of it.
Yeah, I think if you was really in love, you just go and elope.
Yeah.
Go to Gretna Green, get it done.
Yeah.
But if you're spending 40 grand on a wedding, is that what is making up for?
Yeah.
Do we cut that out? Do we cut that out?
I can't wait to see what Josh's wedding's like.
We're eloping,
Like
I've already
what?
said.
I don't know. Imagine, I bet in 5 years' time it'll be like, I'm going to Greece. We're all going to Greece.
Nah, but don't forget, loads of my family can't stand each other. So if I had a wedding, it'd be hard inviting certain people and not. So maybe this is why I hate weddings, because I can't have a proper one, because I can't have all my family in the same room.
Yeah.
So,
You could just get 2 rooms.
That'd be funny.
yeah.
Just get one of those places that have, like, the room divider, and just like do the speech in one room and then do it in the other room, and like 2 gigs running at the same time, and just don't tell them that there's another room.
It'd be like that massive version of those booths in Love Is Blind.
Yeah. But no, I think that's kind of why I'm a bit anti big wedding, because my family don't all get on. So maybe that's just me. But maybe if I was like from a healthy family and everyone got on with each other, then maybe I would be pro.
But
big
nobody's
wedding.
from a healthy family.
No, there's no such thing.
No.
A healthy family is an unhealthy
Your
family.
mum and dad are still together, Gearoid.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my immediate family are grand. Yeah, but like my extended family.
Yeah, but I'm talking my immediate family are fucked.
Oh, okay.
There's people in my immediate family who can't stand each other. Do you know what I mean? So I can't, and you can't pick and choose. Do you know what I mean?
Just put them at my table.
Nah, because
I'd be like, just need to keep a lid on it for Josh. It's their big day. Just keep it.
I don't think it'd work.
No.
I know my family; they'd get pissed. It'd kick off. So no.
So, since same-sex marriage has been legalized in Ireland, has your wedding invites skyrocketed?
Yeah, there was a few. Yeah, there was kind of like a big group of weddings all together, and then now it's just kind of died off. Because also all of my family got married within the space of about 5 years of each other.
Yeah.
Oh, fairs.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, this is
Do you know
intense.
any gay divorcees yet from a gay marriage you've been to? That's a really personal question to ask on a podcast, maybe, because it's like your best friend. And I didn't even think. Yeah, we could skip that, mate.
No,
you don't have to answer that question.
I don't know if but I could take bets on the ones that won't last. If that...
Talk about taking bets. I get my winnings soon. I was in a sweepstake for the new Pope. I joined a sweepstake, but it was like,
did you win?
No, I didn't. But we were able to also put bets on what name they would choose, what continent they would be from, this, that, the other. So I can't remember what it is, but I get my earnings soon.
Oh wow! So you actually, a gay has made money out of the Pope.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I know.
Love it.
I bet a few sex workers have male gay sex workers in the past.
Vatican. Oh, the new Pope's American. Did you see that people were chanting USA in the Vatican when it came out?
God, they're so thick.
Oh, I hate the world.
I really hate the world. I also hate the whole Pope thing. I cannot get my head around it. Like, the people that were excited about the Pope on the radio, I was just like, oh my God, this is the only good thing. I was hoping that, like, with the wedding, or no, not the wedding, at the funeral, that maybe somebody would have another crack at getting Trump, but they didn't.
No,
that was the only good that could have come out of it. Like, because they had these people on Irish telly that were talking about the Pope being American, and they were like, the Pope is American and God is great, and so is President Trump, USA. I was just like, oh, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, for me, I love there's Americans that I love, and the American culture that is absolutely wicked. But the one thing I dislike about the Pope being American is that it does play into those people that from America that just think they're the fucking chosen ones. Like, American, like, oh my God, we're so great. Even God sees it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I do think this going to be like the first Pope that also has a gun license.
Yeah.
Does he have a gun license?
I thought he might do. I'd love to. If he did, I would do imagine whether the conclave is just once the doors are shut, it's just him taking a gun out and going, "We're going to take 2 days. Be natural, be cool."
Oh my god, yeah, he probably has a cowboy hat and everything.
I kind of like the whole Pope thing. I'm not even religious, but I know that like my grandma likes it. Church people like it, so let them have a good holiday. I don't really like, but I don't. Yeah, I wish it wasn't an American, just because Trump will probably be like, yeah, we're the best.
Yeah.
So.
I think I went to see the Vatican when I was in Italy, and it's, oh my god, they have so much, like, it's unbelievable. And like there was this big bath, like a big onyx bath that one of the popes used to bathe in with his concubines.
Really?
Like, I mean, this is like, so when did they go, oh no, let's just be celibate from now on? Like, I mean, who I'd like to table a motion. Stop banging whores.
Yeah.
When
I think that was a...
Go on,
After you, Josh.
Morgan.
No,
What city is the Vatican in? Rome.
Rome, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been Milan, so I've not been there. But when I went, I thought Milan were really fancy, and then I went and had a Italian pizza from an Italian restaurant, and then I was eating it, and it was lovely. But in my head, I was like, I prefer Papa John's. Maybe.
What made you think about that when we were talking about the Pope?
But he said fancy, it would have fancy. And then I remembered when I was...
You went straight to Papa John's.
Yeah. No, but I've been to Italy, that was...
He's also been to Papa John's. Let's get that in there.
Papa John's does sound like a pope, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does, actually.
Papa John.
Papa John's the first. He made gluttony a mortal sin.
Because I love the special garlic sauce at Papa John's.
No, that's a sin.
Do you remember you couldn't go to Papa John's in Edinburgh?
Oh, God. I couldn't do it. Have I told you this, Morgan? So,
No.
do you know my flat at the Fringe last year?
Yes.
So, it was right near a Papa John's. And because you're away for a month, you just indulge, don't you? So, basically, I had Papa John's 3 times in a week, right? But it were right near the flat, so I'd get it walking home at night, right? And then I went in for the 4th time, and the woman who worked there went, again? I was devastated. I've never felt so embarrassed in my life.
Poor Josh was mortified.
I said to you when I was so upset because she went, again. I went, yes, please.
I was walking home with Josh 2 nights after that, and he really wanted a Papa John's, and he was like kind of looking outside to see if it was the same one.
I love a Papa John's, and I like jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, I in my head, I'd like to imagine that when you opened the box, just the pepperoni was arranged. Get help.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's when I never forget that when I walked in, she went, again. I was like, oh, I have a problem.
It's the Fringe. We do what we have to do.
I remember I once fibbed to a friend about having gone to a takeaway in Baldwin Street, and it just so happened that we went back the night again. And I went. He was like, "Did you come here yesterday?" I was like, "No, I just came straight home." And as I walked in, he went, "The usual." I went, "Oh, bugger."
Nobody in a takeaway should ever say that. That's a very
what the usual.
Yeah,
because I used to get a particularly big order. It was a large cheesy chips and gravy with also 12 hot chicken wings.
That sounds fucking delightful.
Yeah, that does. That sounds like
that's so delightful.
Delicious.
That's why I'm on the Manjaro.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my chippy man knows me chippy order.
Does he?
Yeah, but I've always had I always get chippy pudding, mushy peas, chips, and gravy. I've always had that since I was a kid. It's lovely.
That sounds great.
So are you out? You've on like 2 weeks on the Manjaro.
Yeah. So far, so good. Like we were talking about it this weekend, weren't we? I haven't had any of the side effects. It's
Yeah.
Does it make you drink less?
can do. So I am forcing myself to drink more water just to keep.
Yeah.
Just to keep.
I
make
meant
sure-
alcohol.
Oh no! Oh yeah. But a little bit, yeah. I mean, like I'd. And again, this isn't an endorsement. This is just me talking about my experiences on it. It's the big thing is it's just the food noise is gone. I'm not like, and whenever I diet, I am so irritable. And
Wow.
Because I'm trying to lose a stone, and I'm not going to do it through the jabs, because I'm like, I'm just going to, if you want to do it through the jabs, do it through the jabs. But for a stone, I'm like, I'm going to try and just do it. But it's so hard to lose when you only want to lose a stone or whatever now, because everyone's on the jabs. Fucking Papa John's keep putting on our special delivery sort of fucking discount every day. So all the takeaway places are putting on great discounts because everyone's on Mounjaro and on Ozempic. So for the knobheads who only want to lose a couple of pounds, it's becoming near enough impossible because the deals in takeaway shops have never been so good. Because all the best customers are having the jabs.
yeah,
So now, knobhead like me, I only need to lose another £9, but it's becoming impossible because Papa John's are doing deals all the time.
yeah. I think we might be the first podcast to be sponsored by both Ozempic and Papa John's.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely. They're not mutually exclusive.
But I don't get Papa John's as much anymore because James isn't a big fan of pizza. So
You're changing for him.
yeah. But do you know what I've really got into? Thai food.
Oh, nice.
I've never had a
You're
Penang.
talking to, you know how much I love Thai. I grew up with Thai. Oh, my
Oh yeah,
nan.
your nan. Oh yeah. He's got a Thai nan. Yeah, I love Penang.
yes.
I've never had a Penang before. I'm a big fan, and I like the name Penang. It's quite fun.
Yeah, that was the name of my nan.
What's it?
No.
All right.
My Thai nan was not called Penang.
Penang.
But
I was going to ask you are you so you're feeling good on the Manjaro?
Yeah, and it's a very temporary thing. It's just that I'm still eating. I'll be full disclosure, keeping about 180 grams of protein, trying to eat around between 1,600 and 2,000 calories. Just doing it to turn off that food noise. That's the bit I'd never struggle. I know what to eat. I love exercising. It's just my brain is not always going, I want to eat, I want to eat, I want salt, I want fat, I want this, I want that. It's just off, and I can just focus on with my day. I'm trying not to endorse it because it's a tricky one, but it's just
that's great. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing couch to 10k, so I'm jogging, and it's good. I'm just chafing still, but I've got some chafy trousers, some chafy underwear to stop the
Well,
chafing.
I'm doing couch.
And I'm doing spend 10k. If that.
I don't think, Matt, when it says 10k though, I don't think it's just run for an hour. The app is basically gets you to run for an hour. And I did it yesterday, and I don't like running in the heat. I should have started this in December.
Yeah. Never start running in the summer.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
It were awful. So I'm going to have to start getting up at like 6 a.m. to do it.
When I ran during COVID, I did quite a bit, and I remember there was this old man that used to sit on a park bench in the park just across the road from where I live, and he just used to shout at the people that was running.
What did he
They
shout?
would run by, and he's like, "Go on, you fat bastard!" Yeah. He used to shout the same thing at everybody.
Oh, that's funny. Is that the sort of encouragement you want? I would respond well to that.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa. Yeah, but he shout the same thing at everybody, and he just used to sit there laughing. That's the sort of old man I want to be.
Yeah, I think he sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've decided after 80, I want to become a drunk. I was thinking about that the other day. What sort of old person do I want to be? I think I want to be a drunk.
Yeah. There was this old lady as well that lived across the road from us, and she used to put all of her she never used to pay for bins to have her rubbish taken away. There was just like public bins across the road, and she just used to always go over with her bags and just put them in. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's dead now. Yeah, we saw her funeral a while ago. Like they were taking the coffin out of the house. It's like, I wonder will they put that in the bin across the road?
That's so funny. I forget that's like a not Irish tradition, isn't it? But it's more a religious thing with the coffin. Your
coffin in the house.
Coffin in the house.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
Yeah. Especially if you've only got a tiny house and you're like trying to pass the butties around and you're like, whoop, excuse me, just a dead body in the middle. It's a bit weird. I've never seen a real dead body. And but James said if I died, I should have closed casket because he said they look weird when they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do look a bit different, all right.
I've only ever seen closed casket. I come from a shy family, you see. So I only ever see... Yeah, everyone's like, closed casket. So,
well, definitely the makeup is weird.
Yeah, well, in it that they pay apparently the stereotype is that they cake it on.
Yeah, they put loads on, and then they sometimes do weird things like they put like I remember we went to a funeral and like the person had like real slutty nails.
It's like acrylics.
That wasn't the vibe. That was not the person.
Do you know if you died like now, like this week or whatever, what would you want to get buried in?
Ooh.
Do you have an outfit?
Oh, outfit. I thought you meant like what type of hole.
Do you want to go vertical or horizontal?
Yeah.
Like if something happened soon, I don't think I'd want a suit. I've got a really nice Lacoste t-shirt that I like. It's baby blue and it makes my eyes pop.
Perfect. That would be perfect for you.
Yeah. Some shorts.
Yeah, I think I want to go in my all leather gear, as in like because I got like those leather trousers and that leather cool jacket. I think it'd be quite cool going out like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd be boiling, but you'd be dead.
Yeah, well, I'll be boiling in hell.
Yeah,
yeah, you can't go to heaven. You're not getting to heaven if you're wearing leather.
Is that a rule?
No.
All right, don't know the rules.
It's one of the cardinal sins.
Yeah, I don't know all the rules. I just know that I'm breaking a few.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like a nightclub. You'd be outside in your Lacoste t-shirt going, oh, I didn't realize it was a formal thing.
Yeah. I can't get into heaven. I'm wearing trainers. Hey everyone, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening again. We drop episodes every single Thursday and now the extra one on a Tuesday. I've got the Edinburgh Fringe coming up, so if you guys are at the Edinburgh Fringe, do please come along and watch my work in progress. Gearoid, got anything too?
Yeah, I have another podcast called Agony Rants, comes out every Monday. I'm on tour in Ireland, GearoidFarrelly.com for tickets, and I'll be at the Edinburgh Fringe with Morgan. Not together, but on the same time with a work in progress.
And yeah, I'm on tour. You can get tickets at joshjonescomedy.com, touring UK and Ireland. So please get a ticket. Thank you very much.
Rightio, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chatting with Cherubs.